Hi everyone, and welcome back to English Step by Step. Today, we're diving into one of the most important parts of the IGCSE ESL exam, the speaking section. Whether you're aiming for a Band 1 or just trying to build confidence, I'll walk you through how to give high-scoring answers that showcase your grammar, vocabulary, development, and pronunciation. Let's get started. To score highly, the examiners focus on four main areas. 1. Grammar. You need to use a range of simple and complex sentence structures accurately. Errors should be rare and must not affect understanding. 2. Vocabulary. Use precise and varied vocabulary to express your ideas and opinions clearly. 3. Development. Your responses should be relevant, well-developed, and show clear communication without hesitation. 4. Pronunciation. Speak clearly with natural intonation to convey meaning effectively. Now, let's break down each part with examples and tips. Let's start with grammar. A common mistake is sticking to simple sentences like, "I like sports because it is fun." Instead, aim for variety by including complex sentences. "I enjoy sports, particularly badminton, because it helps me stay active while also being enjoyable." Here's a quick tip. Use linking words like although, since, and while to create more sophisticated structures. For example, although playing sports can be tiring, it is an excellent way to stay healthy. Practice creating complex sentences before your exam. You'll impress the examiner. Next, vocabulary. Avoid repeating basic words like good or bad. Instead, show off your range. Instead of, "I think cooking is good," say, "I believe cooking is an essential life skill because it promotes independence and healthy eating." To practice, make lists of synonyms for common words. For example, interesting, fascinating, engaging, captivating. Useful, beneficial, practical, advantageous. Also, use topic-specific words. For example, when talking about cooking, include terms like versatile, nutritious, or flavorful. This shows depth in your responses. The third criterion is development. Don't just answer the question with one sentence. Expand on your ideas. For example, if asked, "What is your favorite sport?" don't stop at, "I like badminton." Instead, develop your answer. "I enjoy badminton because it is fast-paced and keeps me fit. I usually play with my friends on weekends, and I also enjoy watching professional matches on TV, especially during major tournaments like the Olympics." See how this response includes reasons, examples, and personal experience? Always aim to give detailed answers that show enthusiasm and knowledge about the topic. Finally, pronunciation. To speak clearly, slow down if you feel nervous. This helps you avoid mumbling. Focus on word stress and intonation. For example, when you say, "I love traveling because it's exciting," emphasize love and use a rising tone to show enthusiasm. Record yourself practicing your responses. Listen back to see if your speech sounds natural and easy to understand. Let's see everything in action with a sample question and response. Question: where would you like to live 10 years from now? High-scoring response: 10 years from now, I would like to live in a big city like Kuala Lumpur or Singapore. I enjoy the energy of city life, and there are many job opportunities in urban areas. I also like the convenience of having public transport, shopping malls, and entertainment nearby. However, I hope to live in a quiet neighborhood within the city so that I can relax at home after a busy day. Notice the range of grammar and vocabulary, the development of ideas, and the clear pronunciation. This is what you should aim for. Here are a few quick tips for exam day. 1. Listen carefully to the examiner's questions. Don't rush to answer. Take a second to think. 2. Use fillers like "that's an interesting question" if you need time to organize your thoughts. 3. Keep practicing before the exam. Record yourself, practice with friends, or even speak in front of a mirror. And remember, confidence is key. You've got this. That's all for today. I hope this lesson helps you prepare for the speaking exam. If you found this useful, give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to English Step by Step for more lessons. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.